It was late night when Rainbow Dash finally arrived in the Crystal Empire. She was exhausted from walking half the day and flying the rest. She landed a bit too eagerly, which produced a dull thud and a poof of dust. Dash coughed while the air cleared. "I'll just camp out here for the night, so the Empire's guards don't mistake me for one of them," Rainbow Dash thought. She flew up to one of the storm clouds that seemingly never far away, and fell asleep. She woke up, and judging by the sun's position, it was afternoon. A rush of excitement surged through Rainbow Dash as she realized how close she was to finding twilight. If she survived, said a dark voice in the back of her mind. She shook the thought away and trotted towards the entrance. 2 guards blocked her way. They raised their spears as soon as she got near. "Halt!" one on the left ordered her. "We don't need infected here. We ain't gonna be like the rest of Equestria." "I'm not infected!" Rainbow Dash screamed in outrage. "We aren't taking our chances." The guard to Dash's right replied coolly. Rainbow Dash tried walking past, and the 2 shoved her back, hard enough to send her sprawling to the ground. "I haven't been bitten. How would I be infected?" "How do we know you weren't bitten?" The guards weren't the sharpest tools in the shed, nor the brightest bulb in the box. "You could always search me for bites." "Yeah, but then you would kill us." "I think I would have to die first. You 2 boys all big and tough, afraid to take on a girl?" "You aren't coming in. Don't waste your time," the guard on the right said. They were obviously getting irritated at Dash's stubbornness. "Is there any possible way you'd let me in?" Dash asked hopefully. The guard on the right looked like he was about to say no, but then the guard on the left whispered something in his ear. "All right, we do have one thing that needs to be done," said the guard on the right. "Steelhooves here. His brother was sent to a farm outside of Ponyville. What's it called? Sweet Apple something? Anyways, he hasn't come back yet. Steelhooves is getting worried. If you want in, you either bring him back alive, or you tell us what happened to him." Great. Another huge flight. How much more of this can I take? Dash thought, but she needed to get in and nodded to the guards. "I'll leave immediately," she informed them. Steelhooves nodded in ominous thankfulness, and Dash took off immediately. The flight was very, very long and hard, but eventually she arrived at the farm. She was exhausted, more than she had thought possible. Dash sat on a fence post. It was still bright and sunny here, so Sweet Apple Acres hadn't been overrun in the time Rainbow Dash had been gone. She looked over at the barn where she had found Applejack, and instantly regretted it. Big Macintosh's decomposed body lay on the ground, his head smashed open, just like the last time Rainbow Dash had seen him. The dirt around his body was brown, with dried blood. However, his body had rotted further. His skin, now missing all its fur, had slipped off the bones and fell into his body, which was full of insects. All of his organs were shriveled green lumps. Dash gagged and looked away. "I'll just find that guard and get the hell back to the Crystal Empire." She began her search for the missing guard. Rainbow Dash decided to start with the house. She walked to the front door and opened it. It was dark inside, so she was cautious to step in. Rainbow Dash took a deep breath and moved forward. Whack! Rainbow Dash fell to the floor, unconscious. She awoke in a corner of the house. A lamp was on, and in the light, Dash saw something that shocked her more than anything that had happened. There was a pistol to her temple, but that wasn't what shocked her. What surprised Dash so much was the pony holding the gun. It was Soren. He was alive, and from what Rainbow Dash could see, unharmed. What? Rainbow Dash's mind blanked, and she couldn't even form a sentence. "Good thing you're still alive," Soren said, breathing a sigh of relief. I was worried you and Spitfire hadn't made out of Ponyville. The town's pretty stirred up. Where is Spitfire, anyways? Rainbow Dash had questions of her own. How are you still alive? You were cornered by the last 1,000 of them. Excellent question. After you left, I fought hard to stay alive. I killed at least 100 of them, clubbing them with my pistol and bucking them in the face. I did have a lot of close calls, but after a while, the buildup of dead bodies ended up creating a makeshift barricade, which bought me time to get out. However, right before I left, one of the fuckers came out of nowhere and bit me on the shoulder. Rainbow Dash felt a fresh wave of shock as she heard about his bite. But, Soren went on, my Wonderbolt suit kept the thing's teeth from breaking skin, which can't infect you. The worst I felt was a little pinch, and I had killed it before it could do worse, and then made my escape. I came here, bathed off in that river in the orchard, and then came to the house. It was amazing. Rainbow Dash really thought it was impossible to survive in that room. Then she remembered why she was here. Have you seen anything else? An armored guard, to be exact. Soren looked down to the ground. He came a day after I got here. I thought he was a threat. You killed him? Rainbow Dash asked in disbelief. I thought he was attacking me. Haven't you heard of the bandits? Soren defended. Bandits? Ponies who believe the only way to survive is to take from others. They band up and rob and kill other survivors. Wasn't the armor a good enough sign? A bandit can very easily kill a guard and steal his armor. Anyways, why do you care? I found my friend. She went to the Crystal Empire, but they won't let me in unless I find a missing guard. A guard who came here to scavenge for supplies. Soren's eyes filled with regret. Can I go to the Crystal Empire with you? I want to finally be safe, he asked. I don't know. That guard was another guard's brother. If he knew what you did, he wouldn't let you in. He'd probably kill you on the spot, Dash answered. Soren looked disappointed. Dash thought it was just the fact he couldn't go. She remembered when they had last seen each other. They had kissed. She felt the same affection for him. All right, but we have to think of a believable lie, so they actually let you in. Soren responded immediately. That's easy. We found him, infected and bit, already turned, so we gave him some mercy and put him out of his misery. It seemed solid enough. Dash nodded. All right, grab whatever provisions you have. We're leaving right now, Dash said, but then changed her mind. Actually, I'm really tired and worn out from the flight here. We'll stay here for the night and leave first thing tomorrow. Sora nodded in acknowledgement. The rest of the day was spent with the two ponies conversing. Oh, Celestia, what I wouldn't do for some apple pie. All these apples are bad now. Soren moaned, just as the sun was setting, which bathed the house in reddish-orange light. I think it's about time to hit the hay, Dash said. Pun intended. You never answered my earlier question. Where's Spitfire? Soren asked, an edge of worry in his voice. Don't worry. She's staying in Canterlot to watch over the quarantine survivors. The whole city's a safe zone. The quarantine finally fell? How many dead? Around 4 to 5 out of the 30 we originally had. Mostly guards. Anyway, we should get to bed. With Soren alive, and a huge journey ahead of them, the two ponies curled up next to each other and slept.